should students be allowed to grade their own teacher due to some teachers being really good and some being really bad? So I know we get to do like the grading scale at the end of the semester, but what does that really do, you know?
Yeah.
You've already received your bad grade at that point.
I know like some teachers allow you to like give yourself a grade, but if I'm being honest, I'd give myself a good grade. I would, because like they don't really know. I think based on performance versus effort, there are two completely different grades. So maybe like it'd be helpful to have two and then like a combination where you get one overall grade of
Something
both,
that can factor into the overall score. I agree. I think that there has to be something, because it's like annoying when you have a bad teacher because you're getting punished and it's not even your fault, you know? What do you guys think?
Melissa, do you?
I think to some degree, I hate that I'm about to say this, but to some degree, it's our responsibility as students to kind of adapt to the teacher's teaching style, because a lot of professors teach differently, you know, and students have different needs. So depending on what class you're in, you might just have to adjust to the certain teacher's teaching style, which is annoying and frustrating sometimes. But you know, those first few weeks of the semester where you're getting a feel for your professors and how they run things and how they organize their class in Canvas or Blackboard or whatever. So that's one thing. But if it's like just a trash teacher, we should have the utmost ability to report it. I feel like there should be more channels that we can go through to speak to somebody like higher up, to be like, hey, I don't know who hired him, but get him out of here type thing, you know?
No, I definitely agree. I do think, like you were saying, the teachers are doing their job, and I think it's our duty to like, or like it's on us to like adapt, like you were saying, because it's like we are the students, they are the professors. Like we can't just like blow it off, you know.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but yeah.
Because I think adapting also, not only are you adapting to that style of, I see both sides, but with the adapting point, like that is building like life skills, because you're not always gonna deal with people that are good. I mean, in any aspect of life. So I agree with that. It just sucks that like we're getting punished with a grade that can affect our future.
Yeah. I also think like a big part from what I've noticed so far is there are people who in those big lecture classes, the professor will not know their name, but they'll be giving them grades. So they're not knowing anything about like their work ethic, you know, like what's going on outside. So I think like it does fall on the professor's responsibility to be checking in with students.
Oh, 100%. One of my professors, what I love that she does is she has us put up little table tents like in our classes with everybody's with all of our names on them, so like we actually get to know each other in the classrooms. And I have so much respect for that, because I don't just feel like a student, I feel like one of her students. And so she knows who I am, she knows like what I'm capable of, she knows my work ethic, and she cares about every single student because she takes the time out to like remember your name. Not like, oh, let's go around the classroom one time and tell me your name. Like, no, put up a table tent every class. Like, I generally like take the time to like keep remembering like who you are with each class.
What are some things that you think make a bad professor? Like, what are some things you've dealt with that like make it bad, I guess?
Poor communication.
Poor communication.
If you don't make your expectations clear in your syllabus and then you get upset when students have questions, that's the easiest way to irritate me.
One of my irritations too is when you email them in the beginning of the week and then they don't get back to you until the day of class. Like, I had an assignment that was due and I need help on it, and I reached out to you and you didn't get back to me until the day that it's due. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Another thing really quickly, when they take like absurdly long to grade,
Are
you kidding me? Like, and I just feel like, especially if it's a class where we have big assignments, don't assign me another thing until I get the first thing that you graded back. Because how am I supposed to improve? How am I supposed to know what I did well, what I didn't, if I can't understand how you grade and what you're looking for, but you're giving me more assignments?
And normally they say, I have so much to grade. I have 5 other classes.
You get paid to do this.
You get paid to do your job, so do it.
When it comes to grades, I also think that like you said, getting them back, there is like a bit of wiggle room to how much effort you can put into different assignments. Like for the sake of your mental health, you don't need to stress over every single assignment.
That's absolutely
true. Like if you know those grades, you'll be able to step back on some and not like, you know, put blood, sweat, and tears into every single thing.
What are some things that make a good teacher?
Being nice,
I guess being like understanding of like the students' needs, being able to communicate obviously, and like being clear with like your expectations and being easy to reach like if you have a question.
And also like just being like understanding of like we're students, we have a million other things that we're doing. So I love that like some of my professors understand that of like, I mean, this isn't like I haven't personally experienced this, but I know some of my friends have, or like they couldn't turn in an assignment and their understanding of like, oh, like I know what you're doing is like actually benefiting you for my class. So like you turning in your assignment 2 days later would be better than it doing it quicker and it not being as well done. Which I like that they understand that.
Me too. I think we also saw like who were like the good teachers who were really here for our benefit and who was just here for the job when COVID happened.
Yeah.
We saw who really cared about us and who didn't, for sure.